We say we don't like actors in our politics, and yet, when the politicians don't act, they don't get so many votes.
If they're good at performing and they're good at doing their job, then it's obviously going to make me want to vote for them.
If you want to achieve anything in this world, you have to appeal to the masses, and the masses want to see a show.
While we breathe, we hope. And where we are met with cynicism and doubt, and those who tell us that we can't, we will respond with that timeless creed that sums up the spirit of a people. Yes, we can.
To some extent, you either do or do not have an innate enjoyment of having an audience. It's a bit like, it must be the same gene as enjoying being an actor.
We can see into these people's eyes. We see every facial expression. We see sweat. We see fear. And it's about millions of people seeing these things at one moment and seeing things that you can never take back.
Bad acting in politics is awful. It's embarrassing.
Our enemies are innovative and resourceful, and so are we. They never stop thinking about new ways to harm our country and our people, and neither do we.
We're all right!
Politics is really about this strange cocktail of artifice and authenticity.
If you want authentic, remember Neil Kinnock's speech after we lost the election in '92. Don't be poor, don't be old. No one had written that for him. That came straight out of his heart and his stomach. Perhaps it's an indictment of us as people that we prefer imagery to reality. For me, I mean, Gordon, who I've known for a very, very long time, is being criticised because he is authentic, because he isn't touchy-feely, because he's not all things to all men.
Finally, Gordon Brown stepped out of the wings. His first proper turn in the spotlight was almost hidden by an unfortunately placed autocue screen. It's not likely that it'd have happened under Tony Blair's team, but if Mr. Brown meant this, then maybe it didn't matter.
I've never believed presentation should be a substitute for policy. I do not believe politics is about celebrity.
It's lucky in a way that Gordon Brown chose to highlight his lack of interest in presentation and celebrity because he made a bit of a hash of that launch. But the difference is one, frankly, much more important than that trivia. The difference is if he means what he says.
As Lincoln said, you can fool some of the people all of the time and all of the people some of the time, but you can't fool all of the people all of the time. Because dishonesty, lies, will always be found out.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
The implication is, correct me if I'm wrong, that acting is a form of lying. It's a way of cheating, of manipulating, of essentially deceiving people. And nothing could be further from the truth.
The greatest example of acting in British politics in the last 100 years or so, Winston Churchill. Churchill presented this bulldog character, which was very much at odds with his personal character, and that was an example of how acting could really help the national cause. You know, it's too glib just to say acting is bad in politics. Acting can be essential.
This is not the end. It is not even the beginning of the end. But it is perhaps the end of the beginning.